it. But the way I look at it is that I don't think Conte comes to the table. I don't think Conte even gets on that plane to come to London if positive talks has not been held. If not, because Conte is obviously going to bring up what's happened in the summer with them. He's obviously going to talk about it. And obviously something has to give, you know what I mean? Something has to give. Like, I don't think he gets on that plane without thinking that he's realistically going to take this job.
I can agree with you on that. To get him over here is easy. To get him over here is easy and have things into it. If it's not like the gentleman's agreement, it could all be, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do this. Like, you remember the Hugo Lloris story when we bought him, Leon or whoever, I think it was Leon, or wanted 15 million, and Daniel Levy said 15 million, and then when he got into the training ground, he went, well, he's going to be free in January. I'm now going to pay you 8 million with 12 million in bonuses, like it or lump it. He can change what he's going to say.
Yeah.
And that's what concerns me. Conte coming, love the idea.
Put the mic a bit closer, I think.
Yeah, Conte coming, love the idea. I can't see it happening. Cannot see it happening.
Michael Sobers with the Super Chat member for 9 months. A big up, says, big up, lads. If Conte comes in, Brian, I want to see that tattoo on your forehead.
Yeah, I've had this discussion. Listen, there is not a chance, that that's happening. Listen, I said I'm a man of my word and I will get it tattooed. But knowing my luck, I'll go for a job interview and it'll be an Arsenal fan that I'm having it with. And having the We Are Tottenham TV logo on my head, I'll just see myself out. The tattoo will be done. If this deal happens, I guarantee you, within 2 weeks, that tattoo is on me somewhere, and I will show it. I'll even film it and send it in to Ben to put on. It will happen if this happens. Guaranteed.
Another super chat here from Will Maddo saying, if Nuno didn't get top 6, he wouldn't have to pay money to sack him. He ended up sacking him and get Conte. Do we give Levy an easier time?
No. No. Listen, it's another deflection. Let's just see before I keep going on about what this parasite is, let's wait and see if this deal goes through. You ask if it falls through, do all the Levy-inners then go, oh, right, that's enough because he didn't get Conte in. It's not going to be that quick. And yeah, I don't trust, like I said, everything he says, think the opposite and it all happen.
And Danny Din with a super chat saying that the only fear with Conte would be longevity.
Exactly what I said about Ten Hag. That's the one issue, because Daniel Levy coming in and saying, yep, I'm going to give you all this money, just to see him walk out. If you look at his track record at clubs, it's not very, very long. He's very, very, what's the word? He's very, very blunt and straight to the point. And as soon as he's pissed off, he'll go. So I just don't see longevity in him. But what I do see if he does come is a trophy, which is what we all want.
And another super chat here saying, what if Levy uses Mason as manager for the rest of the season?
Well, if that happens, then I expect everyone saying that Conte's coming to be as staunch Levy out as me, because that will just be the biggest, here we go, up in the air so you can look over here whilst I'm doing something over there.
And the super chats are flying in at the moment. They're absolutely flying in. I want to get to the Conte news, but they're just flying in. William Kelly saying, I genuinely think that the next appointment has to be big because it goes pear-shaped. Levy will be lynched. And I think, according to Brian, Levy's going to be lynched anyway. Carl Patrick Vineyard saying, Conte is a serial winner. He knows how to get the best out of the current players, and he will help us win a trophy this season. Legend says, would Spurs fans be okay with Conte's style of play? Would you?
Listen, I weren't happy with Jose's style of play. When you're top of the league, you can't. There was none of us when we beat Arsenal 2-0 and Son scored that absolute cracking goal and we were top of the league. Didn't care. I've always said, listen, Arsenal, when they had George Graham 1-0 to the Arsenal, and they're known for it, but they're winning trophies. If that's what we have to go to win some silverware in my lifetime, I'm taking it.
Jamie Rouse says, I'm Levy out as much as anyone, but was Nuno not Paratici's man? Is he not subject to criticism? I mean, at the end of the day, yes, Nuno was Paratici's man, but he wasn't his first man, was he? No. He wasn't his first man. His first man was Conte, and Levy screwed that up before he came. I can't really remember who his second man was. But at the end of the day, yes, he was Paratici brought Nuno to the club. Yes, he did. But he was working under very, very tight purse strings and really bad situation, wasn't it?
He was. And also, after 75 days, I think it became such a nightmare that it just had to be resolved.
You just had to bring in someone, didn't you?
You just had to get this done because it was getting closer and closer to the season. The whole Harry Kane saga was unravelling, and there just had to be someone in. So I think they pulled the trigger. Listen, the guy was in talks to go to Crystal Palace and Everton, and then we came along, and that just shows where we had to intrude on a deal that was pretty much going to be one of those two to get our man over the line.
All right, I got to stop you there because we've had an update from DiMarzio 15 seconds ago. And what this update says is Antonio Conte is expected to be in London today for final details and will sign a contract until 2023 with Tottenham. What do you say to that, Mr. Brian Dale?
I still say, do you know what? As the Facebook says, till they hold the shirt, till you see Sky Sports breaking news. Listen, 2023, that's not even a great contract to get him on. That just shows... Is he really going to blow 200 mil or whatever it is on a shopping spree for someone that he's only given a 2-year contract to? What is it with these 2-year contracts? It's not even 2 years. We're almost in 2022.
Yeah.
So, that contract length isn't good. I still, like I said, and there's a few...
Conte is a short-term thing, isn't he? He's not like Jose was.
He hadn't backed Poch when it was a lot. You can count him in the Levy tenure, a long-term manager, and he wasn't backed. So do you really see, and this is a genuine question to everyone in the chat as well as you, do you genuinely see Levy going, okay, I'm going to give you 1.5 year contract, but in January and summer, I'm going to give you the money you need and you want to get the players in?
I don't see it, to be honest. I don't see it. And I get completely where you're coming from and completely, if not, I kind of side with you a little bit on that one. But surely the penny has got to drop at some point. Surely the penny's got to drop at some point. You know how bad it is. He knows how bad it has got at Tottenham. He knows. He wants that Champions League revenue. That's what he wants out of this football club, right, Daniel Levy? We're miles away from it.
Yep.
We're miles away from it. Signing Antonio Conte and backing him, that's what puts us back in the conversation.
It does, but then, like you said, it all comes down to if this is true, and I think we can take it that he is coming to London. I think this is a foregone conclusion.
That one you believe?
Listen, he can, like I said, I'd go to Sweden right now and have a job interview. It means, but this is looking. I just can't see it with the length of contract and the money he needs, because you're looking at what do you think? A Skriniar, he'll probably try and go to Inter straight away. And the players that we wanted, we're looking at Martinez that was 90, Skriniar that was 50. So that's 140 million already on 2 players. I just don't see it. That's the thing. It's that part that's getting me. I just don't see him getting backed. That's it.
Another super chat here from Silver Surfer saying Levy wasted his own money and time with Nuno. That's spot on. And Jason Whale says, surely Conte will only come with guarantee of a war chest. Only then will it work. We have so many average players. Even Conte will struggle to improve. Do you get that?
Yeah, I do get it. And again, with this war chest, he can have a war chest. It's just, does he allow him to go and buy 2 or 3 world-class players as opposed to 5 or 6 players just to buffer the squad up? So this is what it's coming down to. And no one's going to know until this is either agreed or it falls away. That's the thing. It's just going to be news all that. You know what it is with Tottenham Hotspur. All the eyes of the Football League and probably the football in Europe right now are looking at Tottenham Hotspur. And someone said it as well. It was still yesterday when I was on the stream. And obviously, you know Iggy from Tottenham Away, who knows a lot about Italian football. Apparently, what he's heard from Italy is Juventus want him because Juventus are in a huge mess. And this could be a lot of Juventus people.
Juventus want who?
Conte. Because
what, now?
Yeah. Apparently, this is what Iggy's hearing in Italy.
No.
This is what Iggy's hearing in Italy because apparently Juventus aren't doing that good.
They are. They're on mad form now. They've just turned it around.
So maybe, but Iggy, that's what Iggy was saying last night.
They turned it around like a month ago now, I think. Like they're on really good form, Juventus.
Okay, so for what Iggy was saying though, he said that Juventus could be pushing this deal to try and get Juventus to act. But we'll see.
I don't think so. What I think it is, what I thought it was yesterday, I thought this was a power play by Conte's people to try and pressure Man United into sacking Oli. That's what I thought it was.
That's exactly what someone in the chat, a diamond called Sue Smith, said. yesterday when I was talking to her on the chat on Bob Spurs stream. It could be that as well. It really could. Yes,
I think the Juve thing is completely out the question.
Okay.
I really do.
I mean, that's just what I heard. That's not me confirming or knowing, because my Italian football isn't the best knowledge. But you could see something like that. You could, because when a manager like that comes up, it's like you have to act first. And we'll see. But it looks like we've got a head start, and the Paratici link is like Romero. That was the decided link. So I'm still not saying it, but I still don't believe it. But the tattoo could be on.
But again, if Conte does come in right now, how much of an embarrassment is it to this football club? We should have got him in the summer.
Yep.
We should have got him in the summer, and we would have been like, what, 5 months ahead of where we are now?
Exactly. 5 months ahead, better caliber of players. We might have seen a rejuvenated Harry Kane, because this saga, we all know that if Conte had come in, this Harry Kane saga goes to bed immediately. He's like, right, now you've got a manager in that I can have faith in. It would have put so many issues to bed. But yet, we've gone with Nuno. We're going to have to pay him a compensation, whatever that amount will be. The atmosphere in the camp is dire. And yeah, it would have been so much easier and even more financially beneficial to have just got him in the summer. But here we go.
A few more super chats. DDMK saying Levy messed around before. We should have Conte already. Absolutely spot on. Rary Quintal says 2 years is enough for Conte. He will cut all our deadwood players and reinvest the sales funds into the first team. Kane, Winks, Diet, Doherty gone. Stephen Blau says we have been through enough pain as fans. We deserve this Conte appointment. Big up, guys. And yeah, that's it for now. But in terms, if Conte does come in right now, what do you think this changes in the mentality of the squad right now, currently with the squad
if Conte
there,
was
Harry
walking,
Kane and stuff like that?
If Conte was walking the door right now and go, hi, I'm Tottenham manager, Dele Alli shits himself. Dele Alli absolutely shits himself and thinks, uh-oh, here we go. Romero will, I think, go leagues ahead of where he is right now. Kane, all of a sudden, do you remember when Redknapp was linked with England and we went on a dire run, but as soon as it finished, we went boom, up?
Yeah.
Well, that will happen with Harry Kane. Heung-min Son will smile again, which is so important. And Pierre-Emile Højbjerg will be justified for what he said on after the Man U game. And the camp, whether it will be a happy camp, it will be a bloody determined one.
Ashtush Bokhari says, deja vu reminds me of Mourinho's appointment, serial winner and whatnot. Let's not get too excited, though. And that's
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Fraser Porter said, good evening. Emre to become Newcastle manager. All right. All right, that's the super chats for now. I mean, let's see if there are any more updates doing the rounds on socials about Conte. Here we go. Dan Kilpatrick says Ryan Mason could potentially step in for the Vitesse game if an appointment is not confirmed by then.
There we go. There we go. There we go. He's flying in, but he's flying in via Australia, so he'll be here soon. Mason's oh Jesus, this bloody football club. There we go. Here come the rumours. It's we saw. Remember when we went downstairs yesterday? 1 minute it was 2 games, and then the next minute it was up until Christmas.
Yeah.
And Mason's already come back round within. Conte's on a flight, but Mason, this is what this club does to you.
Yeah.
This is what it does.
I got a feeling that this is going to rumble on, for a few days. I really believe that.
I'm going to have to cancel my flight, aren't I?
It's going to rumble on. But the news that we're hearing, the noises that we are hearing, that is that Fabio does want to get this tied up pretty much as soon as possible. And I think that it's good because you are stealing a march on Man United, because it really was the El Sacco this weekend, wasn't it? I know. I thought we were miles away from sacking Nuno. I really did. And when you were talking about the El Sacco, I thought it was always Oli that was close to the sack than Nuno was. Do you think that if we would have beaten Man United this weekend, would it be the other way around? Would Oli have been sacked today, and would Conte be flying out to Manchester?
I probably agree with that, because the thing is, like I said, the one thing about Man U is it doesn't matter where they are in the league or what their form is. If that job becomes available, it does not matter. People will go to that job because of the stature of the club, because of the history, and whether they love the Glazers or not, they back their manager And they saw it this summer with the 3 world-class signings they made, or potentially with Sancho. Sorry. But yeah, I think the deal would have been wrapped up already if it was United. Honestly,
apparently.